Hello, everybody. Welcome to Going On Daily, the morning show, the only morning show that you need to be watching with Ira and Becky. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Becky?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's sun shining.
Yeah,
It's
it looks
National
sunny.
Pickle Day. Everything's great.
I'm sorry. National Pickle Day?
It is National Pickle Day, yes.
That's fun. I love pickles.
Well, go out and make yourself a big dill today.
Is this right? I am a big deal.
Yes.
Is this just an American thing? You know how Americans love to party it up for everything. National Pickle Day. Let's everyone drinking.
Yeah, I don't think that there's actually any celebration. It's like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
now we're going to go out tonight and have a big bowl of pickles.
I don't know. I know people who will mix pickle juice in with whiskey and drink it.
Really?
Pickle juice is very high in electrolytes, actually. So if you're feeling a little hungover, pickle juice is where it's at.
And now, and now we know that we should have that little sun thing. The more you know.
That's right. That's right. Now, are you standing? It looks like you're standing in a room.
No, I'm sitting. I had to pick a blue. I'm actually moving in a few months, so this is like the clean room right now. There's nothing in it, pretty much, but a computer. And I was like, it's gonna be quiet. I can do it here.
You should paint your walls green, and then you just like always have a green screen.
Just for today, for National Pickle Day, or just
just
green?
In general.
It's all gonna be white when it's sold anyway. So.
Oh, I see. Where are you moving?
To another part of Long Island.
Okay, good for you.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, well,
exciting and scared at the same time. So.
Oh, is Long Island scary?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Well, get out of there.
It's like everywhere in the world. There's good parts, there's bad parts.
Right.
You know?
Right. I mean, you could come to Canada. Not that it's great. Edmonton's a little bit ghetto, but there's a lot more like country towns here.
It sounds great. I love that kind of thing, but it's like everything else. Like I go to my friend who has a lot of land, and it's just I look out her window and I can see the deer and all the other animals, and I'm like, this is amazing. And then a week into it, you go, can we go back to the city and go to clubs and stuff?
Yeah, that's fair. Is Long Island
everything's a balance, right?
Long Island's its own city, or is it a part of New York City?
It is not part of New York City. Okay. Only the 5 boroughs.
Right.
Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and Staten Island.
Right.
Long Island sort of hangs off of it as an unofficial part of New York City, but it is separate.
Okay, interesting.
So for anybody around who's watching not from New York or New Jersey or Connecticut, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
And that is such a small part of New York, because most of it, I would think, looks like Edmonton. When you go, I mean, the 5 boroughs and Long Island are maybe 5% of the state of New York, and the rest is upstate and farms and stuff like that. So
interesting. I've been to Buffalo. That's about my contribution to New York. Yeah.
Did it remind you of Edmonton at all?
Oh, I don't know. I was a child. I don't think I'd even been to Edmonton at that point. Yeah.
Gotta come back.
It was snowy though, so yes.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What's with the butter?
What's not with the butter?
Why?
You'll just have to wait for one of my topics today.
Oh, okay. I'm like, there's butter. There has to be a reason for the butter.
Well, I like to change my background. Mostly because otherwise you're going to see my open closet with my clothes everywhere. So I put this on. I mean, obviously you can tell it's a background because I'm blurry around the edges, but
okay, then.
One of my topics today is talking about butter of all things.
So we're teasing butter. Okay.
Yes, we're teasing butter. If butter wants to sponsor the show, I eat you every day. So I'm
the Going On Daily Show, sponsored by butter.
Just butter. Like, you know how milk has a thing lately? Like, I don't know if people aren't drinking milk, that the whole milk needs to advertise. But here, I know for sure, all these milk commercials are coming back, including the ones where like they have the milk mustache, like all those young celebrities
Yes.
from the 90s, they'll like show that again. And my kids are like, this is the weirdest commercial. Like, yes.
So you're suggesting we should have like a big roll and then like a butter mustache and like
Yes.
eat butter.
I eat butter all the time. It's like a superfood.
Okay, Ron, get on that right away. We need butter as a sponsor. Okay.
I eat butter because she's on a roll. Good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Well, Butter, if you're listening, I'm glad you're here with us. You're probably on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting, or maybe you're on Facebook at RI Broadcasting. Maybe you're on Twitch at RI_broadcasting. Who knows? Maybe Butter likes to play video games. Maybe they're on Twitch. I don't know. But of course, Butter, come to our Patreon at RI Broadcasting and get yourself a Going On Daily mug.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Twitch, well, we don't have the Patreon thing up there, but that's okay. So we got a good show today. Should be interesting. You're starting us off with a kind gesture.
Yeah, I just want to prove that the world is crap. The world
is crap.
No matter what you do, there's going to be half the people who say, that's a good thing, and the other half are just going to say, no, and here it's terrible and you shouldn't do it. Okay. And I have a story from Australia where this was just before Halloween, which was, 2 weeks ago. And there was social media post. He went to a supermarket checkout and he gave the cashier $100. And he said, I want to buy $100 worth of lollipops. And each child you see coming in with their parents shopping, I want you to give them a lollipop. Just because.
Just because why not?
And that's it. And people said, well, that's sweet. Isn't that nice? The man's, sort of like a trick or treat at the supermarket.
Yeah.
You don't expect it.
Right, you don't.
Yep, but that's only 50% of the people. The other 50% pretty much lost their damn minds.
Oh, no.
You should never take any candy from strangers, but apparently trick-or-treating's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Here's my favorite one. This is pedophilia, and the first rule of a pedophile is to groom the parents to gain their trust.
What I mean, I'm the tinfoil hat wearer, so I get it.
So if you went to the supermarket with your daughters and they went, hey, some guy bought these here, would you like a lollipop? You would automatically assume,
no.
Oh my God, they're going to be sex trafficked?
No, if the man himself was like, hey, take this candy I bought for you, I'd be like, no, we're probably okay. If they bought it and gave it to the store, different story.
It is a different story. And people just I heard once someone say, if you wanted to kill people, the easiest way to do it would be to poison food and give out free samples because nobody ever says anything bad about free samples.
That's true. I stuff my face at Costco. You would for sure kill me there. For sure.
Did you try the butter section? It has poison in it, but it's okay. It's Kirkland brand. They'll be fine.
That's right. They'll take it back. Doesn't matter how long you've had it. They'll take it back.
Oh my God, there was just a recall on Costco butter, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I forgot about that. Okay.
I know I was going to put that into this, and then I thought,
I used to tell my daughter when she was younger, people would come up to her all the time. You're like, oh, what a cute kid, and blah, blah, blah. And then I would tell her, look, it's nice that you're cute. It is. But you have to grow up. You have to be smart, and you want to, develop a personality and develop interest. No one's going to give you anything in your life for free. And seemingly out of nowhere, people would come and go, oh my God, what a cute kid. Would you like a free balloon? Would you like a free cookie? Would you like... I took her to see, I was a really good dad because I hated this. I took her to see the Jonas Brothers at Central Park. And they were filming for Good Morning America. And we show up and I say, okay, let's go to the back. I just want to sit down on a blanket, get this thing over with. And I look around, I can't find my kid.
Oh,
And I'm like,
jeez.
oh my God. I look away, and there is a woman bent over talking to my daughter. I'm like, hi, can I help you? She goes, your daughter's so cute. We want to put her in the front so the cameras can see her. And I'm like, this kid, thank God, at about 20 years old, that finally stopped. People being nice and giving her stuff. But
yeah, I think it's quite the opposite. Like if you are cute or pretty, you do get more stuff given to you.
well, they have done stuff, little surveys on that. But do you find anything wrong with it? Like if I went to the store right now and said, you know what? What about pay it forward? That I didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever done a pay it forward
Mm-hmm.
at like a fast food place?
Mm-hmm.
Did you question it?
No, I didn't.
You didn't think someone was trying to groom you so they could take you
No,
away?
but I'm a grown adult. I'm driving,
Happens to grown people all the time.
I guess, but I don't know if it was like only give the children this. I don't know. But you know what? I have a father-in-law who loves children and is the kindest. And like if he sees kids, like he gets them gifts, he wants to give them hugs. Like he's just the nicest, sweetest old man. However, we're like, it's going to get you in trouble because you can't just go up to random strangers and be like, your daughter is so pretty. Let me hug her. Like, we know what your intentions are because you're the sweetest.
Mm-hmm.
However, like, it's going to get you in trouble one day.
There's a comedian I just saw, and he pointed out a bias between men and women and children, where he said, okay, if people want to groom us, just subscribe to our Patreon. Thanks, Ron.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We'll give you a pen, apparently.
Wow.
That if a woman sees like a little boy like in a suit or something, and you walk up and go, oh, who's a cute little heartbreaker? You're going to grow up one day and you're going to break hearts. You make sure to look me up in like
Using
15
women.
years.
Yeah.
Now, imagine a man doing that to like a 12-year-old girl.
You're going to be so hot one day.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's the same
it's a double
intent of
standard.
just, you're so cute.
Yeah. It is such a double standard, though. Even if you look, this is getting a little more twisted, but like when you look at teachers who have sex with their students,
oh my God,
when it's a middle-aged man sleeping with a teenager, like disgusting. When it's a hot teacher sleeping with a guy, you're like, well, I mean, it's gross.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's what it is. And like, I think we were talking about this. There's that South Park about it, or maybe I was talking to somebody about it, where the teacher is sleeping with the student, and he comes home, and his brother tells, and they're like, "Oh, is that one teacher? Oh, nice." And they get the police involved, and all the police are like, "Nice," because it is a double standard like that for sure.
It absolutely is, and it always will be. So there's nothing we can do about that.
Yes, that's right.
So watch your kind gestures, because not everybody thinks they're kind.
Yeah, I mean this is the problem. It's like, was there always this many pedophiles and freaks in the world, or is social media just bringing light to it? I don't know. Or with the the progress of the internet and like how much weird porn and stuff you can look at now, like, is it creating this? I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what the solution is. Kind of everything under that umbrella, probably.
I agree, but I think you have a story that also outlines a little.
Speaking of pedo, you know what? I want to change my background here. Talk amongst yourselves for 10 seconds while I do this. Can you still see me on here?
I can.
Oh, okay, you can. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not going to show. Dang it. Okay, well.
Are we going to get canceled for this? Wait, what's going on?
I don't think so. She should get canceled. Yeah, no, it didn't work. So Cardi B, as we know, is is she a singer or is she a rapper? I don't know. She's horrible.
I'd say rapper, I guess.
She's awful. She's awful.
She's a celebrity, okay?
She was up there talking for her vote for president. And it says, like, if anybody takes what you have to say as like fact or as like, yes, I'll do that, like motivation.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. Anyway, she a couple months ago came out saying that she was pregnant again.
Oh.
She had a maternity shoot done where she is on a motorcycle And I mean, I have the photo. I can see it. I wish you all can see it. She's on a motorcycle. She's in like a bra and these like pleathery type pants with just like her
Okay.
stomach. She's in front of a brick wall with graffiti. I mean, you live in New York. I'm sure you see this all the time. Walls, graffiti. It's pretty common to find a wall full of graffiti, right? So
Right.
she's doing this. She's posed like, lean back, whatever. In the graffiti, and like very clearly in the graffiti, it says pedophile behind her head. Okay. Like, and I'm not talking like it's this much because I will say, jump back to 2009 when I first got married. My husband and I, or my ex husband and I, did a photo shoot, like our engagement photos, in front of
Oh,
like
that's nice.
graffiti. In front of graffiti, and I printed off the photos, and I was gonna like make little magnets to put in with the wedding invitation, as people do.
Right.
And it literally says like something about dicks. And I didn't even notice right beside my head. So like it is possible to miss these things. But that was like very small beside my head. This on the
Okay.
picture takes up majority of the wall. Okay. So
Oh
like there's
God.
a yellow big word. I don't even know what it says. Like
I'm
I
trying to find it. Let's see, so I
I
can see
just
it.
sent it in our Facebook chat if you want to look
Here
at
it is.
that. I
Okay.
tried to put it as my background, but it wasn't showing that part. It's only showing her bottom part.
Yeah.
So you see it?
Oh, okay. She has an explanation.
Well, apparently she has an explanation. So obviously people saw this and they were appalled. And like, why wouldn't you be appalled? Like you're announcing the birth of a child,
Uh-huh.
pedophile child. These things don't go together, obviously. But let me just scroll down to this here. So yeah, people noticed it and they're getting mad. They're saying, why take a picture in front of graffiti that says pedophile? Having the word pedophile on your maternity shoot is so weird. Not a pregnancy photo shoot in front of pedophile graffiti. Girl. These are different comments people have written here. So her account, this is posted on Instagram, and it's still there. This is where I got the photo from. And this was back in September. We're into November now. It is still there. It hasn't been amended, hasn't been photoshopped, nothing. People just keep commenting on it.
Mm-hmm.
Her account, and obviously I don't think it's just her. On her account, as most celebrity social medias aren't, right? They've got a PR
Of
person.
course.
The account did not acknowledge the controversial background, but they just said Cardi B looks gorgeous in her, so in her photo shoot. So yeah, I guess on Twitter again, more people are asking WTF and like literally WTF. So Cardi B
Oh,
came out.
there's the pic. Yeah.
There it is. Yes, thank you. Can you see it right above her head in white writing?
Yeah, so I pulled it up on my
PODOPHILE.
computer. Yeah. There it
Okay.
is. Oh,
Like,
God.
this is what I don't understand. It's not just you setting up a camera and taking the picture quick.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a photographer. You've probably got two photographers. You've got hair. You've got makeup. You've got your set guy. You've got everybody here.
Right.
And then someone had to edit it because no photo shoot of a celebrity goes out untouched. Nothing. Like, you don't think they took off 25 pounds of pregnancy chin from her? Okay, I've been pregnant twice. Trust me. I know. Never goes away. So like she says, and this blows my mind. First of all, we literally picked a random street because paparazzi was hounding us everywhere. This was supposed to be my original first picture, and we had to edit the photos in minutes because the shoot got leaked. Didn't even have time to go over every detail because people were busy trying to expose my pregnancy as a aha moment. I'm always with the shits. I don't know what that means, but I'm not using my maternity shoot to be funny. Are you dumb? I'm sorry. Are we dumb? Are we the dumb ones?
Yeah, why shouldn't we question this? No. Pedophile, it makes sense. First of all, I'm sorry, are you done with the comments?
I'm done.
Okay. I have, in my 20s, I've worked in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen so many photo shoots in my life now where you get a permit and there are guards just making sure no one's going to bother you.
Yeah,
So
literally.
we just pulled up and just took this picture.
Yeah,
We didn't know.
paparazzi.
Bullshit.
Like, you don't, like, Cardi B would have insane followers, obviously, because
Of course.
like attracts like. And you would have all kinds of wild people around. And so like you would 100% have to have this pre-planned and set up
Yep,
and
absolutely.
guarded off because I mean, like, I don't know, fans be crazy. So
It's a publicity stunt. It got us talking. It got everyone talking about it. That's all it is.
But I mean, like, you could have put literally any other word as a publicity stunt. Like,
yes, motherhood. You could put anything on there.
Like anything. Like Kamala Harris. Like, I don't know. Even like I don't slurs. Like I don't know. Like you could have literally said anything. But the fact that it's pedophile on a
and especially for what the
announcement,
shoot's for.
That's gross. It's gross.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Ron says it's creepy and troublesome. Yeah, it is. And it's planned. Of course it's planned. There's no way it's not because, again, rabbit holes, there's a lot of like hidden in plain sight stuff. So, you know, if you
Ron,
believe in
that's
this,
not right. Oh, I'm sorry.
if you believe in this, this Satan worshippers or whatever they say is in Hollywood, they have to make their agenda known. It's up to us to decide it if we pick it up or whatever. And if we don't, well then that's on us, right? They've let us know.
Yes.
So how old is Cardi B? She's a bit younger than I am. I'm 37, so she's probably like 34 maybe. 33. I don't know. I'll look it up. Cardi B, Cardio B. Okay. Cardi B is born in 92, so she's 6 years younger than me. So she's
32.
30. Yeah.
Okay, so she's 32. You know what? I don't care. 22. That's wrong. It's just wrong.
Literally. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I guess the argument would be like a 22-year-old. You know, your brain's not fully developed yet, and whatever. But
so fine. Wait. We'll support her. Free speech. I don't know what to say.
Okay. I guess free speech for pedophilia. Is she linked to Diddy? Of course she's linked to Diddy. Of course
is she linked to Diddy? Okay.
Like, I don't know for sure. I've not seen her on a list, but like she's in the rap industry. You don't think like Diddy and Jay-Z like controlled the rap industry?
Yeah.
And they were just puppets controlled by other people. But either way, yeah, of course she is.
Oh my God.
Then it may be for him. I don't think so. Maybe, but you think she would say it, right? Like, this is for Diddy, pedo.
This is her third child?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, jeez.
Who keeps putting babies in this woman?
I don't know. That word, it's just when you're not a parent, it's a disgusting word anyway to describe what somebody does. But when you are a parent,
it's heinous.
It's a second, it's a second level. Like, oh my God, what are you kidding me? Protect my children.
Exactly. And she's got 2 young kids, like 6 years old and 2-year-old or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's disappointing. Even if it was an accident, like you pay people to edit your stuff, like get new people. But I don't think it was an accident, and I will leave it at that.
So now is that a conversation, an uncomfortable conversation, when your like 10-year-old goes on Cardi B's Instagram and goes, "Mommy, what's this word mean?
What's a pedo?" Yeah,
this pedos thing. Start calling your friends, "Yo, what up, pedo?"
My daughter, she's 12. She calls her sister a pedo all the time, and we'll be in public, and she'll be like, "Yo, you're a pedo," and I'm like, "Oh my, stop! Like, stop calling each other this." Yeah.
So maybe they like the Instagram post then.
Probably. I don't know. They love pop culture for some reason. It's not like I don't bash it nonstop in this house, but whatever. Anyways, take us into something a little nicer. Couples use AI.
Okay. You're married.
I am.
Do you and your husband ever have disagreements?
I would say so, yes.
Yeah, I would think most couples do. Well, now people are they don't want to argue because a lot of people, you argue and you get off topic.
Right.
And you bring up stuff from the past. Especially women. Women are DVRs. They clock everything. So the second I'm winning an argument, which is not possible for a man to win an argument, then you will bring up something from the past and we lose.
I had a guy call me an archaeologist, and I was like, what? And he's like, because you be digging up the past all the time. And I'm like, yeah, that's me.
I like that.
Me.
I like that. Well, now you can use ChatGPT. As you know, you can use it for anything you ask it for. Hey, make a picture of this, or how can I do this? Let's see. Ira just made women give him the side eye. Tell me I'm wrong. I won one argument with my wife over a 10-year marriage. One. And it was because I guessed something right.
I mean, I'm a woman and I know what we do. It's like because we bury everything and then it comes out. Like a trigger will happen and then it comes out. We can't control it. It's there. It's out. We've been storing it for this exact moment.
Yep. Somebody triggered it. That's it. Well, there's a story about a 25-year-old man and explains that he and his girlfriend, they had a couple of big arguments over their dating. Mm-hmm. And lately, whenever they're having a big argument, his girlfriend will say, hold on a minute, go into another room and come back with, as he calls it, a well-constructed argument breaking down everything I said or did in my argument. Gosh. He realized what she was doing, so now he has started doing it. So now the argument stays on topic, and ChatGPT actually decides who's right and who's wrong.
Wow. And you're going to leave it up to a weird alien computer. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's all
health.
Go ahead.
I was just saying health, marriage.
One person did joke that maybe he should tell his girlfriend that ChatGPT just said we should break up.
Yeah, literally.
That would solve the argument.
When you said she went to the other room, I thought that she went to ask ChatGPT to recount, because I mean, our phones are always listening. I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, can you bring up this conversation from September 13th at 4 p.m.?
Oh, God.
And it brings up like a transcript.
No, it's walking in going, he won't load the dishwasher when I ask him to, or he's not doing it the right way, blah, blah, blah. How do I explain it to him in a way he'll understand? Boom, 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 boom. Here's a paragraph. You know, it makes me feel this way.
I am like speechless about this because I just find it so peculiar that we rely so much on our phones. Mm-hmm. Like you can't even have a conversation with the person. Yeah, arguments are a very normal part of life. And I actually think in relationships they're kind of healthy, because when you are in a relationship where nobody has a differing opinion, someone is losing themselves. If not both of them are losing themselves. And all the couples that I know who have very like unruffled relationships ended in divorce because they're resentful of each other, because someone has an opinion and the other one doesn't, and that's it, and they just deal with it. So I mean, arguments are healthy, but if you need to go to your phone to ask it to be the peacekeeper or the mediator between you, like, it's so weird. Like, you're still going to have an argument against it. Like, yeah, your phone may tell you this is how you should approach the subject, but like that person is going to be like, you went to your phone to ask it, and then they're going to get annoyed. Like, it's just so stupid to me.
Well, I agree with you. You have to learn how to fight fair. You have to learn how to fight.
Respect, yes.
And you should. But wouldn't this also stop you from small disagreements? You ever have like a small little nothing, and all of a sudden it grows?
Yes.
So if you could ask it, you know, a question, a tiny thing, maybe it could help eliminate some of the big blow-ups later on.
Mine would be like, ChatGPT, why does my husband suck so bad? Give me reasons why I hate him.
I'm just going to guess you're not using it correctly right now.
I've never used ChatGPT, so I really don't know the purpose. I just think, like, I like to think for myself. I don't like something or somebody to think for me. If I need an opinion, I will ask a human being for it. But for the most part, I have this brain in my head that likes to do it for me.
But I use ChatGPT for a lot of things. My daughter recently came to me. She is learning coding, computer coding.
Yeah.
And I said, so how's that going? She goes, well, now it's going fine. What do you mean? She goes, well, they give you all this technical jargon, and if you don't know all of it, you can get lost and then you fall behind. I found when I go home, I take my notes, I tell Chat GPT, please explain this to me like I'm an 8-year-old. And it spits it out. She understands it.
Interesting.
And boom.
See, I could see that, I suppose.
So why doesn't it work the same way where I'm saying, come on, I love, and I'm going back to the dishwasher because that was always a big fight between us, which is she wanted me to do it when she wanted me to do it. And I said, I do it every night before I go to bed. I like to relax. Then I do the dishwasher. Then I go to bed. But she wanted me to do it when she wanted me to do it. Now, maybe Chat GPT could explain to me how I could explain to her that it's getting done. Please don't get upset. It always gets done.
I mean, I suppose I can see both sides of it. I don't like AI anything. So to me, I'm like, no, that's stupid. But yeah, like when you put it like that, like in the terms of your daughter, I get it.
Well, remember, it's going to lead us all toward Terminator anyway, and we're all going to die. So, yay!
Exactly. Well, I mean, looking forward to that time for sure.
But until then, I believe you have a story. Finally, I get to understand why there is butter and why we need butter to support our show.
Well, just in general, like support our show because why not?
Yes.
And who doesn't eat butter? Everyone eats butter. It's delicious. Okay, so police in Brantford, Ontario, if you recall, or maybe don't, Brantford, Ontario is the home of the great one, Mr. Wayne Gretzky. So this is a Canadian story. This is why you maybe don't understand, or why you don't know. Police in Brantford are saying that they are looking for 2 men who left the grocery store with $1,200 worth of butter without paying for it. It's the latest in the string of what investigators call a large-scale butter theft happening in Ontario.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. It says that on October 29th, police were called to a grocery store on Wayne Gretzky Parkway, of all places, and they have security footage of these fellows stealing large amounts of butter before they fled the scene in a white van. Now, keep in mind, a grocery store has a lot of stuff, okay? Well, all kinds of stuff. Butter, they probably never thought they needed security in the butter aisle. But like, is butter expensive where you live? Because it's super expensive where we live.
Like, butter is expensive now, but I'm trying to do the math. $1,200. It's about $4, 4 and change for a brick. So, oh my God. How could you even carry out that much butter?
I don't know. Bags, I guess. Like there is a video or a picture of them. And these are young guys too. They look like in their 20s probably. They've got, those those big blue IKEA bags. That's what it looks like they have. So it probably looks like they just filled it up there and walked out of the store. Now, police in Guelph is another city not far from Brantford. They've also been investigating recent thefts of large quantities of butter from 2 other grocery stores.
Same description of the butter bandits?
2 males again. So, I mean, the coincidence of it being like the different 2 men, I don't know, unless there's just like a whole operation happening of butter.
Wait. So you're saying the same guys are spreading it around?
Yes, they are. And they're so slippery that no one can get them. So 2 alleged males separately entered a store in the city's north end on October 12th. So we're going back a month here. Placed multiple items in their cart, including 3 cases of butter. Oh, so they sometimes they're still in the cases in the store, right? If they have a bunch on the shelf. More than $900 worth before leaving. 4 days later, police are saying that 2 males stole 4 cases of butter worth more than $950 from another Guelph store and left through the emergency exit. So it's saying that you can call Crime Stoppers. I don't know if you guys have Crime Stoppers there, but it's like an anonymous tip line. And there's a $2,000 reward.
$2,000 for the butter bandits.
I don't know why
Okay.
I find this so comical. They do, like, of all the things to steal, like, I don't know what kind of grocery store it was. A lot of ours here are like a Walmart where they have an electronics department, a makeup
Yeah, sure.
department, housewares, whatever. Like butter would not be on the list. And like, then what are they doing with it? That's the other thing. Is this Diddy's house? Is this just full of oil, but instead of baby oil, it's butter because it's a little more natural and healthier for you? I don't know. Like,
That's
what
what
are
I'm
they
thinking
doing?
of. I'm like, okay, you have all the butter. What are you going to do with it?
What are you doing with it? Now, I heard on the radio yesterday that maybe they're reselling it. Like there's a black market, a black butter market.
Hey, baby, I got some fresh butter.
Right?
Really
Like
good.
butter's already expensive enough. They're just going to jack it up on the black market. It's going to be worth like $40 one day for a stick.
The black market butter market.
I know. I know. It's weird. Like I will keep the show posted if and when it ever comes out that there's like more details on it. You know, if they catch these guys
Oh,
and
God.
explain what the F because I don't understand.
I'm sure the police are just churning to solve this case.
Ron says someone butter check Diddy's cell.
Hey, it's baby oil. Well, maybe switch from baby oil to
It's a
butter.
much more
It could be.
natural lube. This butter. Disgusting.
It's better
Oh,
with butter. Oi.
it's better with butter. Hilarious. Oh, that's a good story. It just is so much funnier now that I've said I read it and I was like, this is stupid. And then now that we're saying it, I'm so happy we talked about this.
The butter bandits. I
The
kind of
butter
love it.
bandit. I know, I love it too. Okay, take us into our next master class or master.
Oh,
So what is
well,
this?
in case people don't know, there is a
Okay.
website called Masterclass.
Right, that's right.
And in Masterclass, let me read it. It offers online classes created for students of all skill levels.
Right.
It's an education platform with students access tutorials and lectures from experts in their field,
Experts in their field, that's right.
including a lot of
Celebrities.
celebrities.
Yeah, that's right. My brother-in-law does it for cooking and smoking meats and stuff like that.
There
He
you
does
go.
like
So
is it Jamie Oliver? No, Bobby Flay, one of them.
you are correct. I believe Bobby Flay is one of them. And
That's
thank
right.
God he's not on my list for this game. So I'm going to read you two classes and their description. How did a master class masturbate segment follow butter? I don't know, Ron. You scheduled it. He's a slippery guy, that Ron. Okay.
He's greasy.
So I'm going to read you two classes,
Okay.
one of which is real,
Okay.
and one of which I made up. And you have to tell me which one is real.
Okay.
Okay. The first one is from Tony Hawk, the famous skateboarder.
Skateboarder?
His class is called Rock the Rock, Learn Rock Climbing, whether doing the front side, barn door, or ollieing through, learn to plant your anchor and soar. Okay. So Tony Hawk is teaching rock climbing. And then there's Naomi Campbell, the famous supermodel. Says, I will teach you modeling fundies. Teaches you how to take on modeling and life with confidence.
How to throw
So
phones
sounds
at
like
your
either one could be,
the help
but only
head.
one is real.
Oh, only one of the, I thought there was two and then one. Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna say Naomi Campbell is fake because the Tony Hawk one is like so weird that it has to be real.
It's actually Tony Hawk. You can learn rock climbing from Tony Hawk.
Yeah, right? It's just like too weird to not be real.
It is. But that's why, hey, that's the game.
And I figured Naomi Campbell is such a she's in hot water these days too. So like she's not teaching nothing. She's hiding.
Maybe she's going to teach you how to put butter on your skin and make it
like
glow.
Literally the only thing she knows how to do is to throw phones at her assistant's head. That's what she's
Oh,
good
yes,
at.
throw phones at her assistants. Yes. I remember that. Okay, the next one is from Neil deGrasse Tyson, famed astrophysicist.
Yeah.
He's teaching you cooking.
Oh,
the connection between science and cooking techniques designed to give your food a universe full of flavor. Or is it Pharrell, who did Happy.
Mm-hmm.
The performer and producer teaches a class in empathy. Because I'm Happy teaches about leading life with empathy and being happy.
Oh gosh, this is a tough one. On one hand, you have Pious Pete, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, would he scale back to do something like this? But then again, like, what does Pharrell
He
know
does
about
lots
that?
of things.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's just such a worm to me.
Ron, by the way, you can chime in too.
He says Pharrell is false. I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is false.
Well, the real class, Pharrell teaches a class in empathy.
Boo!
Boom! There you go.
You know what? Like with Snoop Dogg being involved in all kinds of things these days,
Yes.
and like it makes sense. It's sort of like the new generation of like rap and hip hop and R&B is to kind of be a little bit softer of a man, which I mean I don't hate. I really don't. So maybe that was subconsciously what I was thinking.
Hey, look, let's be honest. They'll do anything for a buck.
Well, really.
So would we. We're doing
Yeah,
this.
literally. I
Although
have no
love
skills, but if I did, I would go on masterclass for sure.
Well, the next one, you can take a class from Bill and Hillary Clinton.
No.
Weather the storm, dealing with adversity, and thrive through the conflict. I think their marriage would be doing that, but okay.
Ew.
Or
Okay.
is it Kris Jenner Kardashian? The power of personal branding. Stand out, stay on top, whether you're selling or sharing.
I mean, that obviously makes a heck of a lot more sense.
Well, look what she's done with her daughters, yeah.
But it seems too obvious. I'm gonna go with that one's fake. And Bill and Hillary, like, who would take a marriage advice from them? What a dysfunctional
And remember, it's
group.
not like we're going to talk to them live like we're talking now. It's a pre-recorded thing. So.
Right. Yeah, they're just like two robots. Have they even touched each other since the 90s? Like, I'm sorry, if my husband, the president's doing stuff in the White House, like, she stuck around because she had to, not because she wanted to.
Well, I'm sure their video looks a lot like ours. You're in Canada, I'm in New York. She
yeah,
would be
and they're like
somewhere,
this,
he would
like
be somewhere else.
like arm around each other, like, oh
Yes.
yeah, we're together.
Honey, I love. Yeah, okay, that's enough.
It seems like some sort of nonsensical political thing. I'm gonna go with that one's true.
Well, Ron says the Clinton story's real.
Okay,
The
yeah,
Clinton
I
class.
agree. I agree with Ron, I guess.
And you're both wrong. Kris Jenner offers a class.
It makes more
power of
sense.
personal branding.
It makes more sense. Like, that's probably the one that, you know, if you're into branding yourself, that would be the one to take because, like, look, she took her daughter's
Exactly.
gangbang, turned it into this insane billionaire status for her whole family.
So the first thing she tells you to do is she gives you the number to her daughter's surgeons and says, go look like this.
And everyone does look like that now. Have you noticed that? I was talking to my girlfriend about this the other day because her and I both had our lips done. We both have Botox, whatever, over the years. I hate it. Like, I'm glad I don't have my lips done now because I hated it. It was like it just looks stupid. And when she got it done, I was like, girl, what were you thinking?
So you were real friends. You didn't just sit there and go, no, you look
No,
good.
I'm the second friend. I'm the fake friend. And I was like, oh, wow.
That's something.
But I hated it. And she did too. She was just like, I really hate this. And I was like, yeah, I also hate it. Eventually. I wouldn't come out the gate. I don't like to hurt people's feelings. But if she hates it, I also hate it. So,
hey, they say that relationships are not always about what two people love together, but also what they hate together.
Well, I think that's why I'm friends with her because, like, her and I have very similar stories, and then she'll say stuff, and I'm like, oh, I also hate that. So it's like, yeah, we connect like that for sure. And my husband and I, same thing. Like, as far as relationships go, him and I definitely dislike a lot of the same stuff. So that is a bonding thing.
Well, I have two more.
There's more. Oh, okay.
If we have time.
Yeah, we have time. We got 15 minutes left.
You can take a class from the band Metallica.
Okay, no, gross.
about how to be a band, how to communicate, collaborate,
Mm-hmm.
and successfully create as a group. I believe they've
Mm-hmm.
broken up how many times? I don't know.
I don't know.
Or you could take a class with Chef Gordon Ramsay, The Proper Critique of Food. When you call something garbage, you need to know why it's garbage.
I think that one's true. Gordon, he's
Ron, what
my
do you think?
boy. He, I
You would
think
go with Gordon Ramsay?
I love that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
This risotto is horrible. Where did you learn to make this? They
You idiot
okay. The chef
sandwich.
is true. No, I made that one up. No, Metallica is
Really,
actually the class.
Metallica. Oh,
And the
dang.
last one is from Virgin Entrepreneur
Richard Branson.
Richard Branson. He has a class called Disruptive Entrepreneurship. Teaches you how to turn your wildest dreams into a successful business and have fun while doing it.
Hmm.
Or you could take a class with Chrissy Teigen, the model.
Yeah.
It's called Social Media Boot Camp. Let them know what you know and how to grow your brand. I think that's all she does now is social media.
And have you seen, just to aside here, she has so many deleted tweets from like 10, 15 years ago where she's like full
True.
pedo as well, talking all kinds of creepy stuff about children.
Maybe
So-
she changed her mind. She teaches you.
I'm no
if you
longer
think you're gonna
attracted
tweet
to
it,
children.
don't do it.
Like, how is she still relevant and not been canceled? And then like when, I don't know, she was like getting people to cancel one of their gym memberships to some gym, I can't, Soul Cycle or something maybe.
Yeah, you didn't
because-
find out like the whole story, and then she looked bad, and
Yeah, but it was because like they aligned more with like the Republican side, and then she like had people canceled, and they like lost so much money, and like she's a worm. She's worse than most of them.
well,
I'm
according
gonna
to
say-
Ron, the Chrissy Teigen class is true.
Okay, I'll go with the other one just to be opposite.
Well, it's a good thing you did because Ron, you're not doing well on this. Richard Branson offers a class on entrepreneurship.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, how do you learn that sort of like depth of entrepreneurship in just like a small master class? But I don't know.
I know.
the
You can
idea.
sit there with your ideas and go, I have no money.
Mhm.
You're a billionaire. How about
That's
you
right.
give me some of your money and then I can get my idea off the ground?
Exactly. I can do a whole lot of stuff. I saw this meme this morning actually, and it was like people say money doesn't buy you happiness, and then it's like a picture of it, like a cat on the beach drinking a drink, and it was like me enjoying happiness with the money I had. Like, yeah, I mean, you can do a lot more with money for sure.
Well, let me ask you a question on that.
Yes.
What is your dream job?
I don't know. I have no idea. I
It's
honestly
not.
have no
No, you
idea.
didn't say this. I thought you were going to be like, oh, well, I want to be successful with it.
I definitely like this world for sure. I mean, just having been sick last year is sort of an eye opener about things. Like for 10 years, I was a purchasing manager for construction, and that's a good job and it's fine and it makes pretty good money. But like, am I happy buying pipe or like concrete? Like, not really. Am I helping anybody be better? No. So I don't know.
But most of the people who say the thing about money not buying happiness, when you ask them, they go, my dream job is to not have a job.
Ooh, if that's a job, then yeah, sign me up. I don't know. I just want to do something that's like fun and doesn't feel like work, and I get to meet people and travel and eat.
When
eat.
you
You
find
know
it,
what my
let me
dream
know.
job is? No, I know what my dream job is. Being a host or a judge of Top Chef, eating all that food and traveling. That's my dream job. Top Chef. Not being Top Chef, eating Top Chef.
I like that too, but
what about yours?
my dream job is this. My dream job is I do 3 podcasts. I'm going to plug Circling the Drain podcast. I'm going to plug Join Our Alliance podcast. And I absolutely love doing this. However, it doesn't pay all the bills.
Right.
So I got to do a Joe job and in freight forwarding, which is stressful. Like you said, you know, I didn't go to school and go, I'm going to be a freight forwarder one day.
Right. I'm going to buy toilets. Plumbing parts. Yeah,
Exactly. But
I agree.
you got to do what you got
You
to do
fall
to get
into
by.
what you fall into, and it is what it is. Like, purchasing was good to me for 10 years, but like, I don't know, then I had cancer and now I'm reevaluating my entire life. So I think it's
Sometimes it takes
normal
something like that to make you reevaluate what's important.
for sure. And I'm like approaching 40. So I feel like a lot of people have a little bit of that midlife kind of crisis around then anyway. It
Well,
just,
you look great, so
oh,
don't let
thank
the
you.
number
I don't look a day over 37 because I'm not.
don't let the number get you down. It doesn't
I
mean a
know.
damn thing.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right. What does Ronnie say here? If every viewer donates 100 bits or stars, it's a good start. I don't even know what that means, but yes.
If they donate, we get paid.
What's a bit? What's a star?
Yeah, it's a thing on Twitch.
Oh, okay. And stars? Also on
I think that's a Facebook one.
I don't know anything.
We really should know more about this than we do.
Oh, 1 bit and 1 star is 1 penny.
Star is a
Oh,
penny.
if everyone just donated $1,
I'm going to let everybody know I have a secret on how to make $1 million. And the first million people who send me $1, I will tell them how.
That's like some pyramid type stuff there. I love it. All right. Well, as we're coming to the top of the hour here, let's get into our last topic here.
Yes.
Tonight? What day is this?
Tomorrow.
Today? No, tomorrow. I thought it was Friday. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. Logan Paul? Which Jake Paul?
Jake.
They're fighting finally tomorrow on Netflix. This is wild to me because I remember when Jake Paul first was calling out Mike Tyson. We're like, listen here, you little YouTube dweeb. Listen, what are you thinking? He's gonna kill you. But like, he's jacked, and apparently he's quite good, Jake Paul. And let's face it, Mike Tyson's 100 years old. So like,
He's not 100.
He's 58.
58, yeah.
In boxing years, that's 100.
Have you seen him box though?
I mean,
recently.
I know. It's crazy. Like he's so fit, which is I don't know, it's crazy. It says that like he's 58, but Jake Paul is 27. There's something about youth and what is it, virility. I don't know. Will he be faster? Probably. I know how much slower I am just in my late 30s than I was in my 20s, right?
Of course.
But then again, I've also never trained for 40 years in a very athletic sport. So maybe I'm not the right example
but
here.
This is also not regulation boxing, whereas a round is 3 minutes.
Right, it's 2 minutes.
2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
So Mike gets a little bit of a breather.
Right.
And he has been in the ring with boxers. Jake Paul has been in the ring with people who want to be boxers.
He hasn't fought anyone. He hasn't fought anyone like higher status by any means, or
no.
Like, okay, interesting. Because I did see here that there was it says his. What's the word I'm looking for here? Like how many he's won, how many he's lost, Jake Paul, and he's doing
his
well.
record.
But I guess if he's fighting nobodies, like, does that even really matter? I don't know. It's just crazy. Like, do you think it's all a setup? Do you think it's fake? Do you think it's scripted? Do you think there's already an outcome?
There is a possibility that so many people do want Tyson to win. And Tyson had a lot of tax problems. So there might be something in there where...
Oh, there's a lot of money in this regardless. Win or lose, these guys are coming out of here much richer than when they went in. I'm sure of it. Is Netflix charging for it or is it free? They're probably charging. There's no way they're not.
I'm trying to see. Do you show how much money each person's going to make?
I don't see it, but let's get Ron on that here. If you can look up what the prize monies are for winner and loser on that. You know what? It's crazy though. It says that Mike Tyson hasn't been in the ring in 20 years since his most recent professional fight. 20 years?
I brought up the amount.
Okay.
$40 million.
For the winner?
Nope. That's just for Jake Paul.
I'm sorry, what?
That's just for Jake
Just for showing up.
Paul.
He could literally
Yep.
get knocked out in 8 seconds.
Yep.
And he's walking away with $40 million. Okay, well, if he's making $40 million, Tyson's probably making $80 million.
So you can say,
wild.
No matter what, he's a smart dude because I do it for 40. I do it for four.
You take that concussion for sure.
Is Tyson getting 20? Because
no, there's no way Jake Paul's making less.
Paid. No, according to the Sporting News, which I have here, Ron, the fight purse is 80 million, 40 million
so 40 each.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, okay, I'm not a huge Jake Paul fan.
I don't see how you could be.
Right. I don't think he's done anything like overly admirable over the years. I do appreciate that he's committed to this boxing. He didn't just call him out and have nothing to back him up on. Dude is jacked. Dude works hard. Yep. And so I appreciate that. And also, it would be terrifying to get in the ring with Mike Tyson. So I also think, like, kudos to him for that. That's admirable, I suppose. $40 million, though. I don't like. People are starving, you guys. Like, nobody can afford a house these days. So, like, what do you say? I'm here to make $40 million and knock out a legend. $40 million equates to roughly 31 million pounds, while Tyson will earn approximately 20 million. I wonder why. Why would Jake Paul make more? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh my God. But my dog doesn't even like it. Yeah.
I know. I like, all we want is affordable groceries. All I want is to not have to steal butter in Ontario. That's all I want to do. And meanwhile, you guys are like 80 million just to these guys, and like another probably 100 million in advertising and renting. Where's it at? Is it in Vegas or New York?
God, that I don't know.
Garden. This is not cheap. This is hundreds of millions of dollars is going into this fight.
And we get to get it just on Netflix, which is a nice change of pace, which is, I have to go buy a pay-per-view.
Well, yeah, because tomorrow we're watching UFC, which is John Jones fighting. And so, of course, we're watching that. And
it's in Dallas.
Okay. That costs us about $60 or $80. $80, I think, to rent a UFC pay-per-view. So, like, this is just free, but I mean, everyone's already paying for Netflix anyway. It's saying subscription start as low as $6.99. Maybe that's American because I pay $23 a month for Netflix. So
23. Ooh.
I know, it's stupid. Nothing is cheap here.
Oh, nothing's cheap anywhere anymore.
Yeah, and I didn't realize this either, that there's a full card tomorrow night as well. Featherweights, super lightweight, middleweights, super middleweights, welterweights, super lightweights. Oh, there's women. A few women here. Okay, Melinda Watpool and Shadasia Green and then Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. So there's a lot of women. I actually love a women fight. I think it's awesome.
Oh, I think it's awesome too, but
this is wild. You know what? We had to decide, do we want to watch the Tyson fight or do we want to watch the Jones fight? Because my kid has a soccer tournament all weekend and all of her games are at nighttime. 7:45 on the other side of Edmonton. I'm 20 minutes away from Edmonton anyway, and then I have to go to the other side. So it's like almost an hour driving. Or tomorrow night, 9 p.m. So, I mean, it starts 6 p.m. our time, but by the time we get through this card, it's going to be 9 p.m. by the time the fight is. So we had to decide, and I left it up to my husband, and he chose UFC. So
both of them are going to be shown again. So.
Well, I mean, if it's on Netflix, I feel like I can just watch it again on Netflix.
Oh, definitely. You can't watch UFC again once you get the.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I thought you had it for 24 hours.
Oh, well, maybe. I to be honest, I don't really care. I'm just there for hanging out time. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'll be on my phone playing games. Realistically, I'll invite people over. We'll hang out. That's kind of what it is for me. It's more like social time, and less like.
Well, which one? What's that? Which one are you looking forward to seeing, if at all?
Oh, the Tyson Paul
or John Jones?
Yeah, I mean, I like John Jones. I like UFC, but I mean, there's a UFC on every 2 weeks, so it's not like and there's a big event like a fight night or whatever it is, or the main whatever it's called once a month. So to me, like, I've been waiting for this fight for like a year. So I'm
And it
more
got
excited to see that. But I
postponed
left it
and-
up to my husband, and that is marriage. ChatGPT told me that I have to let my husband decide which one he wants to watch. So
and
this
you'll
is what we're
serve some
watching.
butter, and you'll just watch the fights.
Serve some butter. That's right, stolen butter, and that's that. So yeah, some weird stories today.
I like
Always
weird.
I
It
do
makes
too.
the world seem a little nicer.
I know. You know what I was going to talk about? I thought about it this morning. I was like, I should change the topic. They've announced the world's sexiest man for 2024.
I saw it.
John Krasinski, Jim from The Office. And I don't hate that by any means. He's hot, but he's also like he seems real and he's funny. I like that. So I actually stand behind the choices. Some of their other options were not good. So
Well,
I'm happy they made
you
it.
know what? Maybe we should save that for next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, next week, I guess. I'm sure you and I will be back together. You guys can check us out Saturday. What is it today? Thursday? Saturday. Kenny and Ron. Gosh, my days. Monday was a holiday. My days have been so weird this week. Check us out Saturday, Kenny and Ron, as usual. And then we will be back on, I don't know, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. We will see. We'll see who steps up to the plate here. That's right, you and I.
Night, guys. Have a good day.
Good night. It's daytime. It's morning.
My day's done now. I've been up all night, too.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching. Bye.